Uh, Originally, when I did the research and um, I was told about nadabrahma, my first reaction was that it was going to be an ayahuasca retreat, and that was my first appeal. I have a lot of um, struggles. I have struggled in a personal way, family-wise, with addiction, in so many personal ways, and my actions have hurt so many people. So I wanted to use ayahuasca to learn how to heal. But once I came into nadabrahma, I realized it's not an ayahuasca center, it's a healing center. And ayahuasca is one of the many parts of the healing process. I really enjoy how we had to give up our phones and we didn't know about what time it was. And this was one way to connect with Mother Earth. And I think it's really important because nowadays we're so disconnected. So the first part of my healing process was this connection towards nature. I really enjoyed the food that was prepared. It was food that was created with very good intentions. It was healthy food. It was one way to detox. And talking about detox, I really thought the days we fasted were extremely important. The whole process was incredible. The way I see it, my time here was like a big, long, beautiful dinner with many dishes. Ayahuasca was one of the main dishes, but it was not the dinner. The dinner was the drink, the appetizer, the atmosphere, from the playlist that we listened to how Carlos and Fanny were there all the time to help us out, to guide us, which is extremely important because I believe that nowadays there's a lot of charlatans selling the ayahuasca experience. From the people that I have known that have done ayahuasca, it was more like a vacation, like a trip to say they did it. This was so, everything had a purpose. I thought the group being small was really helpful for me because we got to know each other, but when we needed space, we had the space because there were not that many people. I think also there were so many small details that I thought were really important and really worked towards my healing. There was the sweat lodge that I thought that was the most beautiful experience. As a matter of fact, out of everything, the temazcal was my favorite one. That's where I really cleansed and noticed the difference. I think the property, it's beautiful. You can walk to the water fountain, to the waterfalls. And again, it was 1 week. In 1 week of this, I moved more than in years of therapy. So I'm very grateful because it is a whole healing center. So I'm extremely grateful for everything. Something that I found extremely helpful was that pretty much every day we had integration where everybody here came together and we talked. Everything was led by Carlos and Fanny. And Carlos is extremely wise. I think in life there's people that are born with a spiritual gift. And I've always been a little hesitant because there's so many people that are charlatans. Carlos is a little different, a lot different. Carlos is a great spiritual therapist. He helped me a lot. He understands. And I think the integration meetings are extremely important because everybody talks, it's group therapy, but on an extremely high conscious. And so everybody's there for each other. I think one of the main things I'm going to take out of this are these integration meetings where we shared, where everybody felt at ease. And again, Carlos was a great leader, leading all the conversations and understanding. Here's the thing, ultimately what he has is a lot of compassion. And I think that's extremely important because without compassion, there's nothing, and he can relate to everybody.